the features that really stood out at the time was obviously the time-saving things of being able to have like a visual snapshot in one line of exactly what the process was from A to B.
There are some great new features that have been introduced into Express, and certainly those onboarding features are assisting our team to be more rapid with the way that we're onboarding staff and obviously inducting them as well.
I always recommend Express to other companies, so I think it's a highly valued tool that we use. I can't imagine there'd be any industry that wouldn't be able to use all or some of the Express tools. What appealed to me initially turned out to be probably just one of the dozen or so functions that we use now in Express.
One for us, the videos, and they've been really life-changing. And when people putting videos in, we have definitely looked at and hired people that I think we may not have even looked at. They didn't attach a video. I think once you get that person-to-person interaction, I think that you're sort of a bit more personally invested then.
When I first looked at the Express product, which may have been version 1.1, back in the early days, the thing that immediately appealed to me was, I've got a group of call centre operators. I know broadly speaking what I'm looking for, and this can pre-filter out candidates that are not worth interviewing, and not worth their time and not worth my time. I don't like to waste my time. I don't like to waste their time. And so I kind of looked at it pretty simplistically to start with, that this filled a vacuum in recruitment of a high volume turnover business. What I quickly became aware of was that it didn't need to be a high volume candidate turnover business if you recruited the right people. You could actually get people who really wanted to be part of your team and were good at it. And that was a completely unexpected benefit.
I've certainly already recommended Express to a number of my colleagues, not just in aged care, but I've been in other industries over my career. And it's very versatile. It really will work with any industry, and it doesn't matter how big or small you are. We're probably going to grow to about 4,500 employees in a very short period of time. So it's fantastic for us. The challenge was really in the aged care sector, just the way we recruit and the way our compliance is. It fits nicely with that.
You'd be one of the very few companies out there that actually gets customer relationships. And you understand it's a collaboration. We have to work together, and we have to openly talk about things, and we have to share ideas. And you guys have always been receptive. You've been big enough to admit that when you don't have the answer, or you start to build some of these things that I've asked for, and then you decide that it's actually better if I partner with someone. And likewise, the information that you give back, I guess it's hard to talk about any one feature. And what we like about Express is if you continue to work with us throughout the journey. So there's been many times we've just sat down and had a coffee and said, well, this is my challenge. And you guys have owned it and you've taken responsibility. And in not all cases, you've actually built that software, but you partnered with someone else to provide that whole end-to-end solution. And that's quite unique. There's a lot of people out there that, say they can do it or can't do it. And what I like about your company is if you can't do it, you admit that you can't do it, but you help us fix the problem. Because the reality is our requirements are changing all the time. It's a dynamic system.